Milind Deora, simple question. If BJP is in the driver's seat, what does that signal for your relationship with this party over the next 3 years going into 2029?
Yeah. Well, firstly, thank you for having me. Just to demonstrate my consistency, Padmaja, I've never been one to believe exit polls, even if they're in my favor. That said, I'm confident that the Mahayuti will win and will win handsomely for several reasons. I say this as a Mumbaikar who's been observing Mumbai's politics for the last 22 years, 23 years directly, and been observing it indirectly since I was born, really. The fact is that the Municipal Corporation of Mumbai is the country's richest civic body. It's one of Asia's richest civic bodies. Sadly, it's one of the most unaccountable civic bodies in the country. And it's been misused, it's been abused for the last 25, 30 years, really by one or two families. And therefore, I'm confident that the people of Mumbai want a change. They want a positive change. The people certainly tried to deflect attention to non-serious issues, to emotional issues. But we really tried to keep our campaign focused on development. There's been a lot of good work that's happened in Mumbai in the last few years, whether it's the central government, the state government. The Mahayuti has delivered on several projects, infrastructure projects, housing projects, projects that benefit the common person. And people understand that the municipality is a critical element in ensuring that there's consistency, there's coordination. So I think all these factors are, these are the things that we put in front of the people of Mumbai during the campaign. And I'm confident that that's what will allow us to secure a very, very handsome victory tomorrow.
So that is borne out by the numbers. Contrary to what the election campaign would have made people believe, it is not emotional issues or, claims of how the Mumbai identity or the Marathi identity was under threat. But the biggest issue on the mind of the voters was the waterlogging that takes place. So eventually some work must have been done or some change may have been seen, because of which people have decided to give you those numbers. But I will persist with that question. With the Shiv Sena and the BJP, if you have a better strike rate being shown by the BJP, what stops them from offloading the Shiv Sena come 2029?
Again, these are hypothetical questions, and frankly, this is conjecture. There's no point getting into that. I'm not even one who wants to comment on the exit poll. So forget about what will happen to this alliance. I can just tell you that this alliance is strong. At least I can speak on behalf of my party. I can't speak of other parties that are in this alliance. The alliance is strong. Mr. Eknath Shinde has a very close relationship with the Chief Minister of Maharashtra, very close relationship with BJP leaders in Delhi. And it's very clear that we want to work with the government in the center and the state for the betterment of Mumbai, for the betterment of Maharashtra. And that's exactly what we've been doing for the last few years.
Because the Pawar family seems to be working on a plan B, that they are going to come together come 2029. We saw that in Baramati. We saw that in Pune. We saw it happening in Pimpri Chinchwad. So they are quite clear, said no permanent friends, no permanent enemies. They are looking at a plan B. Should Shiv Sena also be looking at a plan B?
Let me say this. Look, there are a few points that I'd like to make very clear. One is, in Maharashtra, there's no doubt about it, there are a lot of political parties today. The situation, the scenario looks very different today than it did 10 years ago or 15 years ago in Maharashtra. That said, in a local election where you fight for municipal corporations, you fight for municipal councils, you're fighting local elections in Nagar Parishads, in Zilla Parishads, things are different. You have situations where, for example, Ajit Pawar's party is in an alliance with the NDA, but in certain places he's in an alliance with Sharad Pawar's NCP. So that has happened. I don't deny that. But does that mean that the core NDA, when I say the core NDA, I'm talking about the center and the state NDA, will be affected? Not at all. This alliance will hold together, will be stronger until 2029's Lok Sabha election, till 2029's Vidhan Sabha elections. And this agenda of the NDA, the NDA's agenda is very clear to deliver. And I can tell you this, Padmaja, that you talk to anyone in Mumbai, regardless of their political affiliation. Some of the people on your panel are good friends of mine, regardless of the party they belong to. The fact is that every person living in Mumbai, whether you're a motorist or you're someone who takes public transportation, whether you live in affordable housing or you live in a skyscraper mansion, people are seeing positive changes. Yes, there are certain issues that we need to fix. I don't deny it. For example, air pollution is a very serious issue which plagues Mumbaikars. We're all affected by air pollution. We need to fix that. But the city is moving ahead. For the first time, I can say that Mumbai's infrastructure, Mumbai's vision, Mumbai's plan, and if I go beyond this municipal corporation election and I talk about the third Mumbai, which will really include Palghar and other parts of the city. Mind you, which few things that have not come out in this election. The country's largest port, and I say this as the former shipping minister in the government of India, the country's largest port will come north of Mumbai in Palghar. The coastal road will extend all the way from South Mumbai in Kolaba, from Kolaba in South Mumbai to Virar in beyond Mumbai. The MMR region, the Mumbai metropolitan region, in Delhi you have the NCR region, which is really 4 state governments competing for the NCR pie. The MMR pie will look fundamentally different. Mumbai's scope will be expanded. I can say that it will be expanded all the way to Palghar in the north, all the way to Mandwa and Alibag in the east. That's what Mumbai will look like. And in the northeast, you bring in Kalyan, Ambarnath, and those kind of areas. So you'll have 3 airports. You'll have many major ports. You'll have many economic centers. And this is good for the city. This is good for the region. And the reason we believe it's good is because we're very clear in the center, in the state, and in the municipality tomorrow that for India to grow economically, Maharashtra has to grow. And for Maharashtra to grow, the key growth engine for Maharashtra is the MMR region.
All right,
So
here's
that's
hoping.
the mission with which we've been working in the last few years. That's the mission with which we will work going forward. And that's the objective with which we fought these elections.